Hello dear teachers, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to give demo for primary classes. ఈ డెమో కోసం నేను సైన్స్ సబ్జెక్ట్ని సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నాను. ఎందుకంటే ప్రైమరీ క్లాసెస్ ఫస్ట్ నుంచి ఫిఫ్త్ వరకు వచ్చేసరికి ఖచ్చితంగా సబ్జెక్ట్ టీచర్స్ ఉంటారు కాబట్టి మనం ఏదో ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్కి సంబంధించిన డెమోస్ని ఇవ్వాలి. ప్రస్తుతానికి నేను సైన్స్ సబ్జెక్ట్కి సంబంధించిన డెమోని అప్లోడ్ చేస్తున్నాను. సూన్ రిమైనింగ్ సబ్జెక్ట్కి సంబంధించిన డెమోస్ కూడా అప్లోడ్ చేస్తాను. సో ప్రతి డెమోలో మీరు గమనించాల్సింది ఏంటంటే లెసన్కి ముందు నేను ఎలా స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను, ఎలా నన్ను నేను ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసుకుంటున్నాను, లెసన్ మధ్యలో పిల్లల్ని ఎలా క్వశ్చన్ చేస్తున్నాను, లెసన్ ఎలా ఎండ్ చేస్తున్నాను అన్నది గమనించండి. ఖచ్చితంగా మీకు ఏ సబ్జెక్ట్ చెప్పినా ఈ ఆర్డర్ అయితే ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. సో వితౌట్ గెటింగ్ లేట్ లెట్ us స్టార్ట్ అవర్ వీడియో. గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్. వెరీ గుడ్ మార్నింగ్. హౌ ఆర్ యూ టుడే? ఐఎమ్ ఫైన్, థ్యాంక్ యూ. Do you know who I am? I'm Kalyani and I'm your new science teacher. How many of you like science subject here? Oh, me too. Me too like science. Before going to start our lesson, I want to introduce my best friend. Look at here. He's my best friend and his name is Mr. Bittu. Who is he? My best friend? Mr. Bittu. Do you know, when I was in 3rd class, my father bought this toy for me. You are also in 3rd class, right? Yes, when I was in your age, my father bought this toy for me. Since then, he is my best friend. But here, I'm getting a doubt. When I was in 3rd class, my height is this much. Now, I became a teacher and I grew up to this height. What about him? He is still in the same height. He did grow up. Why? Do you know the answer? Because? Yes, very good. Because he is a toy friend. But we have to understand here, toys doesn't grow up like us. So, we are different from toys. Right? Very good. Here, I want to tell you something very interesting. Do you want to listen now? Dear students, once look around. Look around all of you. What we can see here? We can see many things here, right? Name them one by one. What we can see here? We can see a fan, light, benches, books, a boat. Yes, very good. And you, me also. Here we can see many things. Now I want to divide these things into 2 types. So look at here. What I have written here? Living things are non-living things. What are they? Living things and non-living things. But here, how to remember living things and non-living things? I have some clues. Things which can move, grow, take food, breathe, and reproduce are called living things. Then what about non-living things? These things are opposite to living things. Things which cannot move, grow, take food, breathe, and reproduce are called non-living things. So what we have to remember here? 5 names. What are they? Move, grow, food, breathe, and finally reproduce. These terms we have to remember very well. So look at here all of you. What is the first one? Move. So look at me. I can move my hands myself. Can you move your hands? Move it once. Yes, we can move our hands, we can move our legs, and we can move here to here. So we can move by ourselves. Then what about this piece of chalk? Can it move by itself? No, it can't move by itself. That means it is a non-living thing. What it is? It is a non-living thing. And what about us? We are living things because we can move. Very good. Now look at the second one. What it is? Grow. When we are too young, we call as babies, right? After that, we called as girl and boy. After that, we called as men and women. That means we are growing. What about the animals? Are they grow like us? Animals also like us. For example, kittens become cat. Duckling becomes duck. And the cute puppies becomes dog. That means animals also living things like us. What about the plants? Plants also living things. How is it possible? Do you know? Okay, let me tell. Suppose if we planted a seed, it becomes a plant after a few days. Then it becomes a big tree, isn't it? That means the plant becomes tree. So plants also living things like us. Just look at the chair. Can it grow? No. After the year, it will be same. After 5 years also, it will be the same. So that means chairs, boards, these benches, books are also non-living things because they can't grow like us. So look at the third one. What it is? Food. When we get hungry, what we do? Yes, we take food. Without food, we cannot live, isn't it? Like us, animals also eat food. What about the plant? Plants also make their own food, and that process is called photosynthesis. In future classes, we also learn about photosynthesis. So that means we and animals, plants need food to live. What about the non-living things like chairs, this board and this piece of chalk? Are they need food? No, they do not need food to live because they are non-living things. So look at the fourth one, what it is? Breathe. Can you breathe in? Yes. Breathe out? Yes, we can breathe out and we can breathe in. That means it is called inhale and exhale. Like us, animals also takes oxygen by inhale. They releases carbon dioxide by using exhale. You know, plants also do the process of breathing, but they release oxygen instead of carbon dioxide. So we, plants and animals, breathe to live. What about the non-living things? Look at the benches. Look at the benches, all of you. Can it breathe? No, it cannot breathe because they are non-living things. Next, look at the fifth one and the last one. Reproduce. What is the meaning of reproduction? Let me tell you with an example. Where we comes from? Where we comes from? We are all comes from our mother's womb, isn't it? What about the animals like kittens, puppies, cubs? They also comes from their mother's womb. Like us, plants also do reproduction with the fruits. From the fruits we can get the seeds. From the seeds we can get plant and trees also. That means plants also can reproduce like us. So humans, animals and plants can reproduce. What about the non-living things? What about the non-living things? Are they reproduce? No, they can't reproduce like living things. All the non-living things like these chairs are made by humans. so they cannot reproduce. But we can make same things. So this is all about living things and non-living things. What we have to remember, dear students? Living things can move, grow, have food, breathe, and reproduce. What about the non-living things? Things which cannot move, grow, have food, breathe, and reproduce are called as non-living things. I think you had a clear idea about living things and non-living things. In our next class, we will learn many more things like this. Okay, dear students? Okay then, bye for today. Let us meet tomorrow. Take care of you. Bye. సో ఇంకా ఈ లెసన్కి చెప్పాలంటే చాలా ఎక్స్టెన్షన్ ఉంటుంది, బట్ మీ డెమో అర్థం అవడం కోసం నేను ఈ చిన్న టాపిక్ని మాత్రమే తీసుకొని చెప్పాను అనమాట. సో ఇది ఇంకా ప్రైమరీలో చిన్న క్లాసెస్కి. ఇంకాస్త 5th క్లాస్కి వెళ్ళారనుకోండి, ఇంత ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ కూడా అవసరం లేదు, వాళ్ళకి ఆల్రెడీ తెలిసి ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి ఈజీ క్వశ్చన్స్తోనే మీరు లెసన్ని కంప్లీట్ చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్.